Beyond the Gates, spoilers for the week of March 9 to 13, 2026, teases that Bill walks straight into Joey's orbit with a mind already burning with questions about Haley and Sammy. He does not waste time pretending this is a casual visit. No small talk, no patience, just that sharp, restless curiosity pressing out of him. Bill wants answers and Joey can see it immediately. The way Bill stands there, stiff and impatient, like a man who already suspects something ugly and only needs confirmation. Joey pretends not to notice at first, shrugging, pacing slowly, like the whole topic barely interests him. But that calm look is fake. Everyone in that room could feel the tension crawling across the floor. Bill pushes again, asking about Haley, then Sammy, his voice uneven, not shouting but close. Something about those names clearly matters more than Joey expected. Joey answers carefully, half-truth mixed with distraction, the kind of response that sounds full but actually says very little. Bill notices that too. The silence between them grows thick and awkward. Joey changes the subject once, twice, but Bill circles back again, stubborn. Somewhere in that exchange, the message becomes clear. Bill is not here just for information. He is measuring Joey, testing him. And Joey realizes that if he pushes too hard back, things could explode fast. While that quiet battle unfolds somewhere else, Jacob receives a new assignment that immediately feels wrong. The kind of task that sounds simple on the surface but carries a shadow underneath it. The moment Jacob starts digging deeper into the job, something clicks in his mind and the realization hits him slowly but sharply. One of the members of Plasma is someone he already knows. That discovery lands like a weight in his chest. Suddenly, every conversation from the past, every strange detail, it all starts to rearrange itself in his memory. Jacob does not react out loud, but inside the tension builds fast. Knowing the identity of someone inside Plasma changes the game completely. It also means that one wrong move could expose him. He starts wondering if he was meant to find this out, or if it was a trap from the beginning. And worse still, he remembers the deal he made with Grayson. That deal suddenly feels like a ticking clock. Meanwhile, Naomi sits down with Chelsea, trying to calm the emotional storm left behind after that ugly argument with Kat. Naomi is patient but direct. She does not sugarcoat the situation. She tells Chelsea that pride is a dangerous thing when friendships are already fragile. Chelsea listens but keeps looking away, clearly still hurt and stubborn. Naomi reminds her that sometimes being right is not the same thing as being happy. The words hang in the air longer than expected. Chelsea does not answer immediately. She is replaying the fight in her head, every sharp sentence, every misunderstanding. At the same time, somewhere else, Kat receives almost the same advice from a completely different direction. Nicole talks to her first, then Vernon adds his own quiet wisdom later. Both of them push Kat gently toward the same conclusion. Holding on to anger will only make the situation worse. Kat tries to act like she does not care, but the truth is obvious in the way she pauses before responding. She misses the friendship more than she wants to admit. The combined pressure from Nicole, Naomi, and Vernon slowly pushes both women toward the same possibility. Maybe reconciliation is not impossible after all. But neither of them wants to be the first to step forward. That hesitation keeps everything suspended in an awkward middle space. Smitty and Nicole have their own conversation during all of this, and it quickly becomes clear that something is wrong there too. The tone between them is tense from the beginning. Smitty tries to speak calmly, but the frustration slips through anyway. Nicole listens with crossed arms and a guarded expression. Their discussion circles around trust, choices, things said in the past that neither of them fully resolved. It is the kind of talk that starts with careful words, but slowly slides into sharper territory. At one point, the silence between them becomes more uncomfortable than the argument itself. Nicole finally says something that lands heavier than she expected, and Smitty reacts immediately, hurt and defensive. The conversation does not end cleanly. They walk away from each other, still carrying the weight of everything that was left unsaid. At the same time, another emotional storm begins brewing when Deanna returns. Her arrival is not warm or gentle. She comes in with a sharp attitude and a lot of judgment already prepared. Vanessa barely has time to greet her before Deanna starts criticizing. The focus quickly shifts toward Vanessa's relationship with Joey. Deanna clearly does not approve, and she does not bother hiding it. Her words cut deeper than she probably realizes. Vanessa tries to stay calm, but every accusation chips away at her composure. Hearing her own daughter speak with such cold disappointment hurts more than any stranger's opinion ever could. Vanessa attempts to explain, to defend her choices, but Deanna interrupts more than once. The conversation becomes messy and emotional. By the end of it, Vanessa is left standing there stunned, realizing that the damage between them might take longer to heal than she expected. Jacob's worries continue growing in the background. The deal with Grayson is still hanging over him like a shadow, and now that he knows more about plasma, the risk feels bigger than ever. He keeps replaying the possible outcomes in his mind. If he moves forward with the arrangement, the wrong people might notice. If he backs away suddenly, that could raise suspicion too. Every path looks dangerous. Jacob tries to act normal around everyone else, but internally, he is calculating every step carefully. The tension shows in small ways, longer pauses before speaking, quick glances over his shoulder. A man trying to walk through a minefield without showing that he knows the mines are there. Elsewhere, Anita faces one of the worst moments in her ongoing battle with chemotherapy. The treatment hits her harder than before, and the exhaustion is almost overwhelming. There are moments where she barely has the strength to sit upright, let alone pretend everything is fine. More than anything, she just needs someone to talk to, someone who understands that sometimes the fear is worse than the physical pain. Kat becomes one of the people who steps in to support her. Kat spends more time with Anita than usual, helping with small things, bringing comfort in quiet ways that do not require many words. Their conversations are slow but meaningful. Anita opens up about her fears, and Kat listens carefully. Those moments create a deeper connection between them, something built on honesty and vulnerability rather than convenience. During the same week, Joey assigns Marcel a new task. The instructions are vague, but the implication is obvious. This mission probably has something to do with Bill. Marcel does not ask many questions, but his expression changes slightly when Joey explains the details. It sounds simple on the surface, yet the tone in Joey's voice suggests that failure would not be acceptable. Marcel leaves with the assignment weighing on him, aware that whatever he is about to do could stir up more conflict than anyone expects. Mona stumbles into a completely different kind of shock when she witnesses something disturbing between Randy and Lynette. Just days earlier, Mona had spoken warmly about Randy, describing him as a decent man with good intentions. That image shatters instantly when she sees the situation unfolding in front of her. The interaction between Randy and Lynette is uncomfortable and inappropriate enough to make Mona physically recoil. She does not confront them immediately, but the disappointment is clear on her face. In that single moment, her perception of Randy flips completely. What she thought was admirable now looks dishonest. That realization lingers in her mind long after she walks away. Another surprise arrives when Kat reveals that she has found a new place to live. The announcement catches both Tomas and Chelsea completely off guard. Neither of them expected Kat to move so quickly or to choose a place that apparently carries some special meaning. They began speculating immediately. Could Kat be moving in with Anita to help take care of her during the treatment? Or maybe she plans to stay with Nicole for a while. Kat does not give a clear answer right away. The mystery around the new living arrangement only increases everyone's curiosity. Whatever the truth is, it clearly represents a new chapter in Kat's life, and that change leaves Tomas and Chelsea unsure how to react. Grayson finds himself facing a threat not long after. The warning reaches him in a way that feels deliberate and unsettling. It is not loud or dramatic, but the message is unmistakable. Someone is watching him. The first thought that crosses his mind is Jacob. Grayson wonders if Jacob has already decided to turn against him or if this threat is simply a precaution. The uncertainty makes the situation worse. Grayson starts looking over his shoulder more often, questioning every unexpected phone call and every unfamiliar face. Derek and Naomi also share a serious conversation about Ashley and the complicated emotions surrounding her. Derek admits that he is struggling to understand where Ashley's heart truly lies. Naomi listens carefully and eventually brings up information she has recently learned about Grayson. The connection worries her. Naomi fears that if Ashley gets too close to that situation, she could end up hurt or caught in something dangerous. Derek absorbs the warning slowly. The concern in Naomi's voice is enough to make him reconsider everything he thought he knew about the situation. Martin later sits down with Vernon for a quieter conversation that focuses on family rather than conflict. Martin confesses that he feels overwhelmed trying to balance work responsibilities with the need to be present for the people he loves. Vernon listens patiently before offering thoughtful advice drawn from his own experience. He explains that success at work means very little if it slowly erases the connections at home. The discussion is calm but meaningful. Martin leaves with a new perspective on how he might rearrange his priorities. As the week moves forward, anticipation begins building for the upcoming Easter celebration. There will be a special performance during the event, and rumors start circulating about the identity of the artist. Nobody seems completely sure who it will be, but the excitement grows anyway. Some people expect a familiar face, while others believe the organizers have arranged something completely unexpected. Whatever the truth is, the performance promises to bring a moment of surprise that could shift the mood of the entire gathering. And in a world where tensions are already high and secrets are piling up, that unexpected moment might become the spark that pushes several storylines into motion all at once.